Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here. It's Queen Kuli. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to my 11s. Love you guys. I'm an 11 as well. Hair's up today, different. And oh yeah, if you see something behind me, it's the Eiffel Tower. A lot of times I'll be moving my head and somebody's like, what's that thing like at the top? Looks like a little antenna coming out of my head, but it's actually the Eiffel Tower. But I just like the background. So anyways, if this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been riding with me for a while, thank you so much for being here. I love you all and I am so thankful for you. I know there's a lot of choices out there, but I seriously am very thankful that you're taking time to watch the videos. I am an activator. I hate labels, but I'm an empath and I am a starseed and all that fun stuff. I help people find their gifts, bring them into alignment, and then activate them for your life purpose. So basically, the things that people struggle the most with, which is why am I here? What am I doing? I don't know what's going on. What am I doing here, anyways? Who dropped me here? That's what I help you with. I'm an activator. So what happens when we meet, if you have sessions with me, is that I am clear channel for God, for the realms. I speak with Jesus, with spirit, with the archangels, with ancestors, my ancestors, your ancestors, as well as totem animals. Animals are very important to me because I'm an animal communicator. And what does this mean for you? This basically means that I can talk to those that have passed over or those that are here, and I get a lot, almost all of my information from the realms. So it's not me that's the great exciting part. It's what comes through me. It's spirit, it's God, it's the archangels, it's all of that that comes through me for you because they always show up for you guys. And today I wanted to talk about action. I've been talking with friends and with clients, and I thought I'd love to talk about it with you and just share with you a little bit of information that might help you. I hope it helps you moving forward. As 11s, as somebody recently wrote to me, it's having like 25 tabs in your computer open at one time, right? The 11s, the master life path number 11, if you don't know, we are masters. We've been here. The masters means we've been here more than the others, more than all the other numbers. We've reincarnated more times, mostly for the master numbers, which are 11, 22, 33. We are the great teachers. We are the ones that are here to have more of a global reach. We don't think small as 11s. We're always thinking ahead. 11s do not do small talk. We are the type of people that go really deep because we're very interested, not because we want to get something on you, but just because we're very observant and we're always interested in what's behind the mask, right? And most of us, hopefully, have gotten to the point where we've taken our masks off and we're saying, this is who I am. Yep, this is me. It is what it is. And we're working on getting better and better with that. But the thing with us, because we have so much going on in our minds all the time, is that we can procrastinate and we can overthink all the time. So when that happens and we have something that we really need to accomplish, whether it's big or small, a lot of times what happens is I call them the dark ones. They'll be whispering in our ear and they try to get us off path. And how do they do that? By taking our attention elsewhere, right? So because we're such deep thinkers normally, we can think and think and think about things and talk, think about a subject 27 different ways. And other people might think of it one, maybe two ways, and then they either make a decision and move on, or they just go forward, or they drop whatever they're doing and make a decision to just leave it. We are not like that because we are afraid of missing something important. We are perfectionists by nature, but to the point sometimes where we are so trying to be perfect that it's ridiculous. It's actually stupid. And I'll tell you why. As an example, it'd be like if you're just starting to learn how to play tennis and you're going to get a coach and you're all excited. And as an 11, your thought could literally be, I'm going to be so awesome. I want to be like as good as my instructor. And it's only day 1 or day 5. Like literally, you can just be starting something, or say you were going to write a book and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to write my book. So exciting. And then all of a sudden you could be like, Yep. I want to be like the best-selling authors of all time, whoever, J.K. Rowling's or James Patterson, whoever, right? Whoever you follow. I mean, right out of the gate. And these people have been doing it for like years and years and years, crazy, talented, all that. And so what I'm saying is that you need to watch your expectations, because the expectations that you have for yourself and for others that we actually put on others, if you don't realize this, please start paying attention to it, because that's what hurts us. I think that also hurts us in our relationships, because you may be with somebody or have a best friend or even a sibling where you're thinking, oh, they're trying something. Oh my gosh, I can just picture them being so amazing at it. They'd be like global at it. And they haven't even taken this first step, right? Here's an example. My sister's interior designer and she's amazing at it. And I was like, I've had this idea for her for a while and I gave her the idea and it could make her a ton of money. And I don't know why she's not doing it. She's very stubborn and she's a 3. No shade. And she just is like, I don't know. I'm not sure. She's kind of one of those people who's like, I like what I like and I'm sticking with it. I want to stay in my lane, even if I've been doing it for like ever. And I'm saying that's really cool, but you could have something else that could be a stream of income for you that would really help you and be easy for you. And I'm thinking she'll like take over the whole world, right? And she hasn't even started. So just be aware of your expectations for yourself and for others. Now, along with expectations, when you say that you want to be successful, you say you want to figure out what your life purpose is, or even if it's not as big as your life purpose, but you understand, have an idea, hey, I want to do this. Okay. Then what happens? We've got to make a plan, and then comes the time for action. Now, you need to take action, but not just any action. You need to take inspired action or aligned action, they say. And that means that you need to take the right action. It's kind of like if you own your own business and you want clients, but you want the right clients. The right clients are the clients that can pay you, will work with you, and will work on what you are doing together. In other words, they'll do their part. If I give you a homework assignment, you'll do it, right? Not the kind that fight you every second, don't believe what you're saying, want the easy way, and want you to do all the work. When it's like, listen, I can help you, but there's a lot of pieces and parts here that you need to do because this is your deal, right? I'm here to support you and help you and guide you and protect you and give you space to play and get really good at whatever you're trying to do, but I can't do everything for you. So you have to, it's aligned action is what's right for you. I am reading a amazing book I would recommend to anybody. If you're interested, it's called, you can see this, The Obstacle is the Way. The Timeless Art of Turning Trials into Triumph. It is it's amazing. It's actually based on timeless philosophical principles laid down by Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, and it's super easy to read. It's deceiving because it's almost so easy and it's almost childlike to me, but there's so much in it that it's profound. It's, when you read something and you're like, or see a movie and you're like, yeah, that was kind of expected, but then you think about it and you're like, wow, the way they said that was pretty interesting. I want to read to you something that I just read that I think you'll resonate with. So it's called Get Moving, this chapter, and it says, quote, "We must all either wear out or rust out, every one of us. My choice is to wear out," by Theodore Roosevelt. So they're talking about Amelia Earhart, right? Amelia Earhart wanted to be a great aviator, but it was in the 1920s and people still thought that women were frail and weak and didn't have the right stuff. So she couldn't make a living as a pilot, so she took a job as a social worker. Then one day the phone rang. The man on the line had a pretty offensive proposition along the lines of, now I'm going to read to you what he supposedly said to her. And I want you to ask yourself, would you have taken this job, this opportunity? Here it is. "We have someone willing to fund the first female transatlantic flight. Our first choice is already backed out. You won't get to actually fly the plane, and we're going to send 2 men along as chaperones, and guess what? We'll pay them a lot of money, and you won't get anything. Oh, and you very well might die while doing it. What would you say to that offer? I guess it depends who you are, and I guess it depends what you're trying to accomplish. For her, wanting to be an aviator, she said yes. For me and a lot of us probably would say, no. Wait, I can't fly the plane. You're not going to pay me. I could die, and you're sending two male chaperones and they're going to get paid. I mean, I know this was the 20s. So it goes on to say she said to the offer yes, because that's what people do who defy the odds. That's how people become great at things, whether it's flying or anything else. They start. You just start, right? Anywhere, anyhow. They don't care if the conditions are perfect or if they're slightened. Okay. As it went for Amelia Earhart, less than 5 years later, she was the first woman to fly solo nonstop across the Atlantic and become rightly one of the most famous and respected people in the world. Now, none of that would have happened had she turned up her nose at that offensive offer or sat around feeling sorry for herself. None of it could have happened if she stopped after that first accomplishment either. What mattered was that she took the opening and then pressed ahead. That was the reason for her success. Life can be frustrating. Oftentimes we know what our problems are. We may even know what to do about them, but we fear taking action is too risky. We don't have the experience, or that's not how we pictured it, or because it's too expensive, because it's too soon, because we think something might better might come along, or because it might not work. And you know what happens as a result? Nothing. We do nothing. Tell yourself, the time for that has passed. The wind is rising. The bell's been rung. Get started. Get moving. So the first step is take the bat off your shoulders and give yourself a swing. You've got to start somewhere. All right, now let's say you've already done that. Fantastic. You're already ahead of most people, but let's ask an honest question. Could you be doing more? So a couple of things here I just wanted to highlight. You have to take the inspired and aligned action. Number one, that's huge. You have to do that. Here's the other part of this. I am going to start taking massive aligned action. If you want to be well known in your field, if you don't care about that and you just want to have a lot of clients come through your doors for your business, which everyone does, no matter what it is that you're trying to accomplish, you need to take action. And unless you have a lot of followers on social media or a lot of clients already that can tell other clients about their experiences with you and your business, you're going to have to start somewhere. And a lot of times what I'm going to do is reach out to others who are similar, doing something similar to what I'm doing or complementary. And that way I can maybe make a deal with them. Think like an influencer. If an influencer has, many, many people on social media, if I can work with them, then they can highlight me. And then everybody, I'll work out something with them and then everyone's happy. But that takes action. If you want to work with brands, that takes action. If you want to work with other companies, that takes action. If you want to just start advertising, that takes action. And all this takes thought. So why am I telling you this? Because you probably know this already. You're like, what's your point? My point is that a lot of us, because we're 11s, we overthink. And I will tell you, a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking about doing this, taking aligned action. 2 weeks went by and I realized, holy cow, I haven't taken action. Making a video is taking action, right? Putting stuff out there in the universe is taking action. I thought to myself, I have thought about this so many different ways. And in my mind, even I thought, oh yeah, I could do that. I could do this. I could do that. But I hadn't actually done it yet. And I think a lot of 11s struggle with that. In other words, we think we're doing more than we are, and you're not. So you really need to take a good look at yourself, at your business, about what you're trying to accomplish in life. Even if you're just trying to do something like, say, lose weight. Well, are you eating right? Are you drinking your water? Are you working out? It has to be consistent. It can't be once a week. It has to be like 4 to 5 times a week or more, right? So you've got to take the action. You've got to make sure that you put that down your calendar. You go to the gym. It's happening. So be honest with yourself. Is that something you're doing, or is it something that you're thinking about? Because trust me when I tell you, for us, I think one of the biggest dangers is that we get sidetracked into overthinking. We just, if we get confused and then we stop. We get distracted and we stop and then come back. So I want to leave you with, you are a capable person. You are a divine sentient being. You can have anything you want in life. You've got to take action to make it happen. So start taking aligned action. It has to be action that will work and have the appropriate response that you want. And it doesn't even mean you want to be famous. It could just be you doing something for yourself and trying something new. Just getting out there and having more friends. Maybe you're inside too much. You need to start going out more, right? Start taking that action. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. Please leave me a comment if you want to work with me. I would love to work with you. There's a bunch of different ways you can, but email me and I will be happy to chat with you and we'll go from there. Everything's below in the description box. Thanks, guys. We'll talk soon.